Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi! You've chosen a real banger of a video to join us on because today, from the title, you know that we are going to be talking about my eating disorder. This has been a huge part of my life for over a year now, and the reason that I'm speaking about it here is because it is slowly starting to poke its head in social and YouTube situations, and also talking about things make things better for me. I do have an amazing support system at home. My mum is amazing, but I don't know, sometimes I just want to talk to a camera and just... So before we start, I just want to say this video is going to contain themes of anorexia and depression. So if you are sensitive to those topics, then maybe give this video a miss. I do upload 3 times a week, so there is going to be some fun makeup videos coming. Maybe this one isn't for you. But yeah, I just want to talk about it and tell my story, and yeah. So April 2019 was when things really started to get pretty bad for me. I went through a lot of traumatic things the years previously, and I'm the person who doesn't deal with things until like way after they've happened, and things just started stacking up and stacking up and stacking up and stacking up until one day I was eating 3 meals a day and the next day I was eating nothing. I went into complete shutdown mode and I just stopped completely. My depression got really bad. This was the start of my kind of suicidal depression phase. I didn't have any motivation to even get out of bed. I didn't want to eat because I wasn't hungry. It wasn't a weight thing, it wasn't a I need to lose weight. It was just because I wasn't hungry, and the thought of eating made me feel physically sick that I just didn't eat. The worst that I got in this phase, because there are 2 kind of phases that I went through, I was eating an apple and a Kit Kat every day. So I'd have an apple at about 11, and then I would go to the college vending machine at like 4ish and have a Kit Kat, and then that would be my day. Not good, don't do that. To make things worse, at this time I was in the final stages of rehearsing for a musical. So I was dancing every day, doing very, very physical activity, and I wasn't eating, which was great. 10 out of 10, would not recommend. This was the first like wave, as I like to call it. This was the first wave of things. So yeah, we did the show, and after the show that was like our summer break then. We got to go on our summer break, and through the summer break, because I was on my own, I didn't have to like socially interact with anyone, I didn't have to surround myself with people, I got so much better and I recovered. Also, I thought, because then in September when I went back to college, something extremely traumatic happened. All I'm going to say is if you know, you know, and if you don't know, then I've taken the decision never to speak about it on my channel or publicly. I've taken the decision not to speak about many of my personal things publicly because A, they're very traumatic to me, B, there are a lot more people involved, and I just don't want to get involved with that again. So yeah, I'm just not gonna speak about it. Just know that it was a very, very traumatic thing for me. It was multiple things at once that happened, and I just got so overwhelmed, and this kind of triggered phase 2 maybe. That's how I kind of think of it. My phase 1 was when I went really bad and then recovered again, and then phase 2 I just went off the rails again. If I thought I was bad the first time, yeah, I got a lot worse the second time. My suicidal depression came back. I was really bad with it, and I didn't eat. I stopped eating again. One of the reasons I stopped eating was because when I was in college, I had huge social anxiety to the point where I didn't want to see anyone, I didn't want to walk past anyone, I didn't want to breathe in anyone's general direction. I couldn't bring myself to walk past people to go to the canteen, so I would isolate myself in a room every break and lunchtime, and I'd go through songs or dances or monologues on my own. I'm a drama student, hi. And I would isolate myself in that room because I couldn't bring myself to walk past the same people that I'd been taking classes with for a year previously, because I was so socially anxious, and the thought of someone bringing something up with me, or I just couldn't bring myself to surround myself with people, because there's no reason. There's honestly no reason. I just didn't feel like I could talk to anyone. I didn't feel like I was wanted by anyone. I felt like a complete outcast, and this is not saying that, oh, the people at college were horrible. They really weren't. This is in my head. This was what I was thinking in my head. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's not, this is all what I was thinking. This is all part of my mental illness. But yeah, because I couldn't bring myself to walk past people or even look at people, I isolated myself in the theatre every lunchtime and every break time and whenever I could, because yeah, I didn't want to walk past people to go and get food. So I'd rather go hungry than interact with people or even just walk past people, because that I was just so, I felt so alone, and yeah, basically. So what started happening after that is I started to get monitored by the staff at college, and I ate lunch in the staff room a few times to kind of get myself away from everything that was happening in like the student aspect of things. Obviously that couldn't go on forever, and so I went back into the theatre and started doing what I was doing, you know. So this time I went to a professional eating clinic. So I live in a small town and the clinic is like a half-an-hour drive away, so that's fun. We had to get up early in the morning because my appointments were at like 10:30. So yeah, got up. That was every week, every Monday. And I'd get weighed every day, which I can't describe it. I obviously know that I had to be weighed every week that I went, but it was so emotional. Even something as being weighed was so emotional, because we did this like weight graph and it was just going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and whenever I put weight on, it should have been a really great thing, and I felt really proud of myself for like 5 minutes, and then I'd think, wait, no, I've put weight on, that's bad, even though I'm anorexic and even though I don't eat anything. And then when I'd lose weight for like 5 minutes, I'll think, oh no, I've lost weight, and then 5 minutes later I'll think, wait, no, that's like quite a good thing, because like I've lost weight, that's good, but I'm anorexic, so that's not that's not how you should think. Yeah, so yeah, the first part of the counselling session was weight based, and then the second part was just like general counselling. So I went to 3 counselling sessions a week, so 1 for the weight and then 2 for other things that are happening in my life. As I said, a lot of crazy shit happening in my life, and a few months after that, I got in a new relationship with a guy and I started to recover again, which was great. And now I'm doing bad again. I go through waves, I think. Now I'm not eating again. And I don't know why. There is no reason why, because I'm away from the people that cause me so much stress. I'm away from having to be social. We're in a pandemic. I don't have to be social. Eh? Great for me. But no, I don't know why I'm not eating so much, and it's something that I really need to get hold of, because I'm not in counselling anymore, I'm not going to the food clinics anymore because there is a worldwide pandemic, and I'm moving away from my whole support system in just over a month. It's something that's really scary for me to have to think about, being away from everything and being on my own completely, because I've never had that before. I have my mum literally just next door. I've always had my mum. And I know my mum's watching this, and I will always have you. I know I will always have you. But this is something that I have to do on my own. And yeah, I just really hope that I can do it. I'm sure I can. I'm sure I'll be okay. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and explain maybe to you my eating disorder. I am ill. I haven't posted pictures in this video or specific weights for a reason, because I know that there are very impressionable people that watch my videos, and the last thing that I want to do is appear as pro Anna. I do not want to be on any of those pages. I don't want any pictures of me to be on those pages, so I just thought it was best to just completely cut out that side of things, because if I saw myself on one of those pages, I would never forgive myself. It's something that I know a lot of people struggle with, and that is the last thing that I want to do with my audience. That is the last thing that I want to happen to me, and I think personally that would make me spiral even more, if anything. Yeah, so that's the reason I haven't posted pictures. That's the reason I'm very conscious about my camera angles. I feel like my face, I mean, I only started YouTube back up about 3 months ago, and I was still ill 3 months ago. My face pre 3 months ago is normally quite full, so you can see it's kind of gone in a little bit, but I am very aware not to show my body and not to show my wrists or my arms too much on camera, because that's why. But yeah, I wanted you to know, because I know it's going to come up in future, and there may be issues in the future, and I want you to know, because that is part of getting better for me. Telling people and saying that I have anorexia is more than I think people realise. Just saying it out loud and coming to grips with it and telling the world that I have this, and admitting that I have this disorder, is a step in the right direction, and that's why I wanted to do this today. So yeah, I guess that's where I am right now. Sorry again, I didn't go into much detail. As I said, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm never going to talk about it on my channel. It's just something that I don't feel like is something that people need to know about me. I've been through a lot of shit, a lot of shit in my life, and to relive that and have that on my channel and have that those horrible memories on my channel, I want this to be an escape for me, to be honest. So that is why you will never hear it from me. I'm more mature than that, so sorry. So yeah, this was it. I'm anorexic, I have an eating disorder, and I need to recover. And I hope you guys can bear with me for the journey, because it's going to be a long one, and I'm going to have ebbs and flows like I had before, but I hope you guys can bear with me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Normally I'd be like and subscribe, but it doesn't really feel right in this video, so do what you want to do, I guess. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'll see you next time. Bye.